All right, we're back live from the basement. Welcome, come on in. The water I hear is fine this time of year. I have to get in there. I'm supposed to do that. Fuck it, I don't have expectations anymore. Supposed to do anything. Fuck that shit. That's a message straight from the Mycelium, downloaded through your LCD screen. What are we doing here? Yeah. So let's get a little more vulnerable with the cards. If they were last night. I was thinking about all the facets, faces of us. Seeing things in other people, great things that they don't see in themselves. And then, vice versa. But also, that process is not fluid. And how could it be with two souls, right? Or your higher self and your baser self, your basal ganglia self, your amygdala self, especially in a system like this. But here's the thing about unnatural systems. Let's go with the Archangel cards. Tell us about unnatural systems. What does the collective need to know? The pressure cooker of an unnatural system. What does it do? How can it be used to the advantage of the individual when they shift perspectives and let go? Nobody tells them that. I always say let go, meditate, stop looping. Nobody gives practical advice. It's also what this channel is about. I need some practical advice here. It's a mess. Look what I'm doing. It's beautiful though, right? It's the Wobble. Let's listen to the song. This one's called Burn. Threat to Self. I love this song. It's a teacher. Like an unnatural system could be a teacher. Soul evolution, biological evolution. You gotta pause it there. As your body is adjusting, your heart rate, your biomechanical electrical pump is pumping to the rhythm. Let's see what happens, and let's see what the archangels have to say about whatever it was whatever prompt I was giving it. LOL. What do we got? What do we got? Divine order. Archangel Raguet. I'm not going to try. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Yeah. And if you've done work addictions, behavioral addictions, behaviors that are toxic to you and the people around you. So you isolate the system so it doesn't harm others as much as possible. And then you start enjoying yourself again, seeking something for the first time. Do you see the paradox and absurdity that is entropy in creation, fear and love? If you can shift perspectives, or you've worn different hats, different garbs, just to try them out, and people called you hypocritical or something along that vein, maybe you were just needed to embody the state so that you needed to put it to bed, whether you wanted to be that or not. I'm not gonna lie. It was around 2020. After I entered the teaching program, I then kind of like got online just to observe the climate. And holy shit. Two opposing sides, let's just say, call them right and left. Very diverse, obviously. There's not just two groups. And the most extreme of both sides are caricatures of the other. But then obviously the policies that come from both extremes do not suit the masses. So why would we even try that anymore? Obviously, the systems, analog systems, the divine order, it ebbs and flows, it pulses. It's a give and take. It's the right hand of labor meeting the reception without control. It is the hand that holds nothing. It's able to receive everything because it released it all. No attachment to labels or otherizing people, otherizing. Just letting people be, that's unconditional love. That's how you empathize. You don't control and twist and crush. Fuck, shit, what's this? Oh yeah. Creative writing. Wow. And reverse or right up, I don't know. We'll see what both of them mean. We have the algorithm sort out, we offset the mental task so the body can heal and the spirit and soul. According to Chevelle in the clincher, this body left the soul. Not the other way around. You usually hear the soul leaving the body. But when the body leaves the soul, that's when you're finally able to saturate the emotional flood, the ebb and flow to the earth and know peace and your neutrality and grounding. Sure, it can be a physical act, but it can also be the intention. The analog field is all around, but the tree, it's grounded into the mycelial network, communicating all across the globe. Also, fascinating. The mycelium acts almost like a nervous system. So much so, in fact, the technological implications are wild. And our creative work and our creative writing, creating the index and the archive, and working on the story, the myth, the screenplays, the video games, the lore writes itself. I just catalog it. Not very well, but I have help incoming. Probably some messages I need to get to. Haven't looked at them in 24 hours. I'm not really a commenter kind of person. So, where are we at? Resolution, let's fucking read it. You needed to get here the whole time. Whatever it is that you have been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Yeah. So, expectations. Expectations based on what? A hurt self? Expectations are dangerous. I mean, They're not. To get your most authentic self, seek in the moment. Hope, expectations, these are blurry lines that language is not very clear about. So you have to use your discernment. Is this hope, faith, or expectation? Because they're different. Without going off into the weeds, I'll leave it at that. So maybe it's a connection with the other, connection with self, right? Relationships. Human shit. Pause. Yeah, you're being asked to pause before making quick decision and moving forward. So back here at this card too. Resolutions don't always happen the way you want, absolutely. But being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. The key thing there is for me. That's when you know you're finally not running from anything. As if you're leaving, trying to get relief from running instead of confronting so that you can digest and digest. Then it's going to follow you anywhere. Allow yourself to step back and look at all of the possible outcomes and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. Well, shit. All possible outcomes. I guess that's what I'm doing through music in a way, but I guess that's why we have the fucking study card. Oh, shit. But not too hard. But you have to know stuff before your mind can connect dots. See patterns and seek patterns. This time, I'm noticing it's a bit of an illusion. I could waste away fucking years of my life. And it would go fast. And then I could do whatever the fuck it is I'm doing now. And get so much fucking shit created. And it seems slower in some instances. The paradox. I guess study comes in. A new endeavor, study. A new endeavor is upon you, and it may require new knowledge and skills. Put the intention out to the universe, and the right teacher will soon find you. Well, shit. What if the right teachers have already found you, and you thought they were just fucking with you, and they were. Their lower selves were gripped by the control and the fear. So were you. That's how you went round and round. Different people, different situations, each other. Circling the drain, but never getting off the shitter. What was I talking about? They are the teacher. Could be people that you just had maybe the briefest of interactions in. Something very intense, something back and forth. If you don't have if you can neutralize and get off the fucking loop, see different facets of yourself and look at that situation and look at the situation and get around to looking at it from the other. If you can look at it from the other and not just trade spots with your shoes, it's almost like trading nervous systems. That in of itself is the greatest teacher. The conditioning, the dopamine that your brain does, and the rewiring, the neural pathways. Holy shit, it's complicated. I don't pretend to know any of it. I'm a layman. I just see patterns and know the necessary information. Battery. All right, let's get back to the music. balance is perfect. I don't know if this was in the spread last night. I think maybe it might have been. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Look at it later. You're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. Decide. Let's talk about decision versus reception. To decide to move something without attachment, well, that's a skill that is developed. And so, in order, I think, to do this, when I'm feeling, thinking, being, so you have to have a safe nervous system before you can actually not move in fear. Because one thing I've learned is that moving fast, and it's something I've always done, always in a hurry, it's moving with the amygdala. It's fear. Instead of noticing it, logging it as data, the feeling is a feeling. It's your nervous system telling you something. Or your higher self. But I don't know how, so subtle. The energy's so subtle. Although there have been times where something hit me in the fucking solar plexus. Boom. I had a thought. I was like, oh, you gotta tell your story. You've kind of been circling around it. That's what I do, a spiral. Apparently it's an oral tradition type of thing. But anyway, I was like, where do you start? And I was like, oh, well, you just start with fucking exactly where and when, because it was normal enough. And then, boom, I felt it radiate out the back of me. I was like, oh. And then other stuff came along to me because I was in that state where I was harmonized nervous system and soul system. And then other stuff came to me, like random shit that connects more dots. And that's why I can't stop with my mind. I don't want to stop. I don't know what the fuck that was. I think it was a spirit telling me to sit my ass down and stop. Pause. Open up. For miracles, you depleted, hard-headed ram. It's a difficult road you've been on. Well, you're going to have another one. It's just going to be different and more difficult in other ways, and you need to rest, restore, recover, give grace and gratitude. You go hard for 6 days, take one off. Is that really enough? I don't think so. You need to work it in every day. So we did today. Took care of the gut health. We also intentionally fuck it up too. And subconsciously. It was subconscious until recently, past few days. Until the realizations, the patterns were emerging in the neuroscience and the brain and the logic caught up. Okay. Well, we got that road all done. What's the mess here? Let's listen to more song. It's good. Let's go. Self-doubt and gratitude in reverse, huh? First one was caring. Just gonna leave it where I laid it. But what I'm realizing, that's in reverse. Also, I don't know how it happened, but the 9 of Cups somehow yesterday got turned right side, or in reverse. So the whole thing was in reverse except for the High Priestess and Justice. Alright. Oh, put the music back on and get home and get some food. And my battery's dying. Got fucking so many uploads. It's great. Can we get a big perspective? I'll try it. A bird's eye view of the mess. Witness the beauty, bathe in the fountain. Alright. So, what I'm realizing now is we had the trifecta here. Spiritual understanding, energy healer, and what's this one? Hello from heaven. Gratitude, 3 points. And the square. Did I mention that earlier? I know I talked about it. Well, yeah, whatever. There's that. Joker's holding it all together. Resolution. Pause. Excuse me. Because pause, open up. I had a pause, open up to miracles, but pause, open up, study miracles. Difficult road ahead, depleted. Or depleted, difficult road. Doesn't matter. It's all the divine order. We have the wild cards. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're just doing the color red and black. Obviously the suits are different. And the spade and the club, very different. The diamond and the heart, very different as well. All equal. Let me take a picture of this and I'll clean it up at home. Let's see what's in here first. Well, we know what these are, don't we? Oh yeah, those came out like that, so I was like, okay, a pair of aces, even though this card's different, it was in the deck last night. A pair of deuces. She came out last night. Was that her? Or yeah, or the other night. Shit. Are these the ones that fell, or? Oh, oops! I'll have to. No YouTube. So, with Jesus in the reverse too. Jesus in reverse. Paul the Venetian in reverse. Krishna in reverse. Isis in reverse. Father, husband, brother, son. Right up. Cyrus. Last night. I had sister. Right? The power of joy. That's been a... Oh, and there's Horus again. Okay, cool. Well, what's this? Oh yeah, shit. Okay. Cool. Peace out. Oh wait, music. Outro. Okay. I'll catch you on the flippy flop. If you're still here, thank you. Bless you.